Hello everyone, what we are going to perform today is the experiment called Elongation and Flakiness Index. The aim of the experiment is to determine the Flakiness and Elongation Index of coarse aggregates. Apparatus required: a standard thickness gauge, a standard length gauge, IS sieve of size 25, 20, 16, 12.5, 10 and 6.3 mm, and a balance of a capacity 5 kg which should be readable and accurate up to 1 gram. Take approximately 5 kg of sample aggregate and weigh them. Take the sample aggregate and sieve them through the IS sieve. Take a minimum of 200 pieces of each fraction to be tested and weigh them. This is how we have to place the sample aggregate according to their sieve size. Weigh the sample aggregate for sieve size and note it down. Repeat the same step for other sieve size also. Flaky index. The aggregate particle is considered flaky if its thickness is less than 0.6 times the mean sieve size of the size fraction. Flaky aggregate is not desired due to improper orientation of aggregate particles during mixing and breaks during compaction, thus affects load carrying capacity of the asphalt mix. To separate the flaky materials, gauge each fraction through corresponding thickness gauge size. Weigh the flaky materials passing the gauge to an accuracy of at least 0.1% of the test sample. Elongation index. The aggregate particle is considered elongated if its length is more than 1.8 times the mean dimension of the size fraction. Elongated aggregate is not desired due to the improper orientation of aggregate particles during mixing and breaks during compaction, thus reduces the strength of the asphalt mix. To separate the elongated materials, gauge each fraction through corresponding length gauge size. Weigh the elongated materials retained on the gauge to an accuracy of at least 0.1% of test samples. This is the observation that we have got through the experiment. The formula to find the flakiness index is given by W2 by W1 times 100, where W2 is the total weight of the aggregate passing through the thickness gauge and W1 is the total weight of the sample aggregate. For test 1, the flakiness index is 20.07%, so we need to repeat the same calculation for sample 2 as well. After that, find the average flakiness index value for the experiment. Now moving on to the elongation index. The formula to find the elongation index is given by W3 by W1 times 100, where W3 is the total weight of the aggregate retained on the length gauge and W1 is the total weight of the sample. The elongation index for test 1 is found to be 21.40%, so we need to repeat the same calculation for other sample also. After that, we need to find the average elongation index value. So the value of average elongation index is 22.72%. So lastly, to conclude with the experiment, the data we have got from the experiment, the aggregate sample can be used for bituminous carpet, bituminous or asphaltic concrete, bituminous penetration macadam, bituminous surface dressing, which can include single coat, 2 coats and pre-coated, and build up spray grout as the average values for the flakiness and elongation is above 15%.